Good morning, good people. How y'all doing this morning, man? Had to come outside and catch that great sunrise with that orange little cast on it. I was woke up around like 3 this morning, man. Just hanging out with the Most High, man, and watching some good YouTube videos such as Mark the Messenger, other good people out there, man, that actually follow the cloth. And I could say, like, growing up, you know what I'm saying, I was around the cloth, and around about age of 25, I kind of broke away and started doing my own thing and living my own life, moved to another state, and was just growing, and my mom passed and stuff like that. So just a little background about how I ended up here today with this kind of conscience and with this kind of thought pattern, because as I process and as I think, it be a lot of times that we start isolational periods in our lives, and God has the grace to let us start the isolational period over and over and over again, and we don't do the work. We don't do the work that's needed during the isolation period. And just like how, I woke up this morning and I was presented with idle time, or I was presented with watching the videos, and I picked the videos. It's the same thing in the isolational period. Just like when you wake up and you ready to do something, that Satan is watching too. I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit. Satan is watching what you're doing. So the fact that Satan is watching what you're doing, when you get in these isolational periods, he tries to hit you with everything that could stop you. New friends that even have the same similar stories. Old girlfriends is calling you and they're apologizing. They want to be. It's just him sending waves and shifts of setbacks, blocks, roadblocks, just to stop you. The drugs, the weed, the vapes, the beers, the too much liquor. A little bit of wine is good for the infirmities of the stomach. I believe it says that in the scripture. But too much of it will take you off the path, and it start eating at your body. That's another thing. I said it before in one of my videos. I used to love to work out. I was always in the gym working out, and I have been going back again. But it was because I started cutting everything and everybody off. I started realizing certain relationships that I was in was being sent by the devil, because my isolational period, maybe it might be a long one, maybe it might be a short one, but when you get in an isolational period, you cannot deviate and cut off too fast. If you cut off too fast, then you off the path. He's isolating you for a reason. Everybody can't go on this scenic route that you're on, this scenic route that he's taking you on. You got to elevate for yourself on that scenic route. And a lot of people don't understand that elevational phase. I didn't understand the elevational phase because I kept getting involved with new people, new girls, old girls. Somebody you just come out the store, oh, what's up? Y'all chopping it up now. Next thing you know, you smoke? That's Satan. That's the devil. That's the opposite of your progress. You trying to progress. You trying to get to another level. And this person wants you to smoke with them. This person wants you to come kick it with them. This person call you out the clear blue. Then I'm getting calls from all kind of people out the clear blue. And the funny thing is, Satan will love to double tie the knot. He got you tied down over here with these people, tied down over here with her. It's a new girl, so you thinking, oh, good, I'm not with my old girl. She put me through so much bull stuff. I finally broke free of that, pat on the back. But now you got a new one that's taking you through something else. So now he's double tying the knot. Now you got some new homeboys you kicking with. Y'all drinking, y'all smoking. Then they run into somebody else. Then somebody else. Then people start calling you at the clear blue. You already tied down. He see that you trying to, you starting to see, hold on, the spirit of the discernment is kicking in. Hold on, I'm not doing the things I usually used to do. I'm starting to do what they do. I'm living their life. Then somebody else will call you at the clear blue to make sure that he double tying, having you down before you can break free and really be like, hey, I'm about to be all I can be. Not to be so rhymey, I'm just saying. You ready to break free, and now it's somebody else calling your phone. Hey, you still got that number to Wooty Whoop? Well, Wooty Whoop do this and that. And that. And they trying to have you link up with them so they can get to it. Not necessarily you gonna do it, but you linking them up. And now that you linking them up, now it's more susceptible for you to do it. Now the doors are open for you to get back involved with all the wrong people. Even if you don't do it, just the wrong people is taking you down the wrong path where you can't focus and you're not isolated. When you're in an isolational phase, you gotta watch out for that. Satan will tie you in with so many people that you thought wasn't your friend. They gonna call you all of a sudden acting like y'all the best of friends. Oh yeah, we met. We was working together for 2 months, but that person was always standoffish. This person was cool. I ended up being cool with this person. This person never was cool with me, but now they want to be cool. You done slice and diced everybody else out the way. Now this person want to be cool with you. This person want to kick it with you now. For what? We wasn't kicking it before. The isolational phase is very important because I believe 3 things is going to happen. You're going to elevate first mentally, right? Because you're not smoking anymore. You're not having sex anymore. You're trying to abstain. You're trying to have semen retention, like all the stuff that they talk about. But it's bigger than just one title thing I'm talking about. I'm talking about everything that comes along with isolation. You're going to have more semen retention. You're going to have less weed smoking, less sexing, more focusing and dialing in on God, more peace, less drama. There's more than 3 things, but the 3 main things that's going to happen is you're going to start to elevate. That's the number 1 thing, right? Because all those things that I mentioned is a part of elevation. Number 2, you're going to see things clearly. Once you go through it for a long enough time, you'll be able to see things clearly. Like, hold on, I'm not even going to get involved with that because I remember last time that took me down this road. So you know what? Man, have a nice day, y'all. Boom, I'm going this way. You don't even get involved with certain things because your isolational period, you went through the certain amount of time it took in the isolational period, and it opened your mind to understand what to not even get involved with and what to just walk away from. No, what roles not even to take. So you don't even end up in 6 months, 6 weeks, 6 years bull stuff dealing with somebody who's no good for you. Right? And then third of all, you're going to accomplish what you know you can be. Right? And a lot of us that start the isolation phase and we never finish, we don't even know how it feels to accomplish what we see we can be. We just know what we see we can be. We just don't know what it feels like to accomplish it because we never ever stayed in the isolation phase. We always add people to our phase of isolation, and you don't need to do that. Now, I know a lot of people represent money. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people represent those things in your life where you could be making good money with this person, or the barter system is happening. So you're doing this, you're doing that, you getting paid. Trust in God, man. Especially if you know God is calling you to isolate. And there's certain people around you that God be telling in your ear all the time, just like that bug got in my ear right now. God telling your ear all the time, this person ain't good for you, man. These people will do this to you, man. That person is doing that behind closed doors. Do you really want to be involved in that, man? This woman is seeing other men and you know it. This woman is seeing other men and you know it, and you're still dealing with this woman. This woman has kids with another man. The man is still alive. What is that going to lead to? That person got beef with that person. Why are you even hanging with that person? Because you know that these other people over here are ignorant. They don't even care about themselves or their lives or their livelihood. They're ready to crash out. You know, you got those type of things that present themselves when you go through the isolational period. You know why? Because your lower level self is connected to so many lower level people with lower level thinking that your higher self can't even get on. Because everybody around you is connected to that lower level thinking. So on this lower level, you run into everybody in the party. That's because you ain't willing to take the stair steps. You get 3-4 stairs up, and then you turn around and go back down to the lower level party. Well, why don't you just isolate, go through the little leg pain, and go through the stairway and get to the higher level? So that's where I'm at right now, y'all. It's beautiful, right? I got like the week off of work. That's another thing. When you trying to level up and you're not getting to that higher level, you keep getting to this lower level where they having you work, and you could be running the company, but you're working at a bum's pay. And companies love that, to have you at a bum's pay. And you could be up on a higher level making good money, but because you will not elevate yourself, your mind, your body, your soul, the way you present yourself, it don't even seem elevated. It seems like you deserve the paper you getting, because you will not elevate. You will not put the weed down. You will not go to sleep at a certain time. You will not consistently go to the gym. I'm talking about for a year without stopping. It's the last thing I'm gonna say. It's starting to seem like, to me, the older we get and we don't take on the isolation phase, the older we get, the worse it becomes, and the longer. That's why it's worse, because the longer it becomes, I should say. The more we don't choose elevation, the longer it's gonna be determined that we're gonna have to use determination to get through our elevational phase. Now, if you would have did this at the age of 22, it probably only would have been 3 months of elevating, and you would have been on that type of channel, on that right type of lane, to where you can pick up and build momentum, right? To where to keep you in a certain phase. Now, I'm pretty sure it's ebb and flows with it. So sometimes it's up and sometimes it's down. Sometimes we gotta isolate a lot. But I'm sure if you always run from your isolation, the later you get to it, the longer it's gonna be. So I was just saying that, man. Watch out for the people that's gonna have you de-elevate. They're gonna have you de-escalate. You ain't gonna be able to go higher because you got these people around you. They're users, one. They need you too. They need you. You don't need them. Think about it. Before you even met them, did you ever need them? Did you ever really need them for rides, need them for money, need them for no? You never really needed them, man. Think about it. You might have made trades with them, doing all that kind of stuff, and that's cool. But at the end of the day, if they got you doing something in reverse of who you really are, you done never needed them. You didn't never, ever, ever need them in your life. Never. Never did you. So with saying that, man, keep elevating. Get all the old toxic people out your life for good, man. And it might be drastic things you may have to do to make sure that they stay out your life. Because some people just go away and hide and then come back and play for another day. And you don't want that either. That's just perpetuated bull stuff. So take your elevation phase on, man. Take your isolation phase on, man. And when you isolate, you definitely gonna elevate. Y'all be smooth.